Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, Jazz is back with the Yankees, making his return the other night and making an impression right away with a home run and contributing to a 3-2 Yankee win there. Now, obviously, the second game, the Yankees are blanked out by Cleveland 4-0, but really, that's not really the crux of the episode. We're just going to kind of go over Jazz's return as well. Yankee getting another big piece back in the series, and that's Fernando Cruz, who also looked impressive in his first time back since May 17th. So, do a little injury updates here and some business on the side there. We know Carrasco opted out there. We didn't know, obviously he was put on waivers, whether he was going to be back or not. I'll let you know how that went. And something we never really covered, Dom Smith as well, who had a similar situation where he opted out in spring training, then kind of came back. Well, looks like he also has found a new home. So a little business here, a little injury news here. So a little mixed bag for you in this episode. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this podcast, Section 420 Talkin Yankees, the podcast. And there's also the YouTube version of the show. Just dropped the latest episode the other day. And this is kind of going to supplement that because at the time we didn't know what was really going to go on with Carrasco. And of course, it was just before Jazz was officially announced to come back with the team there. So this kind of supplements that. But you want to go to this YouTube channel and subscribe there as well, get everything. So getting back to Jazz, back with the Yankees, and again, to no surprise, they were working him out at third base, and that's where he played with the Yankees. Actually made also really good, strong play in that game as well. And of course, I mentioned before, hitting the home run. So it seems like he's back in full swing there. And I guess the slight tears he has in the oblique, I guess he's able to play through it. Hopefully, he doesn't re-rupture that or have any further tears to go the rest of the way. And again, I guess the plan is it's going to be him from third base and DJ at second, and this is to see how long both those go. Again, DJ looking a little bit better with that, and kind of covered that in the last YouTube episode. I mean, look at the 4-hit performance against the Dodgers, something he hasn't done since 2021. And not only that, but the exit velo off the bat. He's hitting the ball harder, hitting it with more authority now, hitting with an exit velo that he hasn't really hit since 2019. That's just to show way, his body's been bothering him and failing him the past couple of seasons to go along with some of the poor performance. Maybe he's a little bit healthier now, and you could just definitely see, again, I'm not saying he's the DJ of 2018 or 2019 that was hitting 320, but looking much better than the guy like last year that was barely hitting like 206 there. So again, if DJ is able to play a decent second base, which he has been even at 36 years old, it looks like this Boone's going to go with that, and we'll just see what happens if Cashman makes any moves at the trade deadline. And the other piece that's important coming back for the Yankees, and that's Fernando Cruz, mainly because we got Weaver going to the IL. Now Weaver, obviously they looked at the MRI on him. The original report that he's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, but right now the Yankees have him on a 15-day IL, and they're going to give him, it seemed like a lot of these shots are going around, the plasma-rich platelet shots, whatever, that we've seen on Stanton, we've seen used on other players. I guess going to shoot that up into Luke Weaver's hamstring as well, just maybe get him to heal a little bit quicker. He's hoping he actually come back quicker than the 4 to 6 original estimation when he'll be out there. So I guess maybe business-wise, that's why they only put him on the 15-day IL. I mean, it kind of means much about nothing. They could probably switch that around a little bit, but he's trying to come back. But the reason that's important is because Fernando Cruz come back and adds a power arm to that pen with him sitting. And, obviously you figure Devin Williams is probably going to get the closer role for the majority of those opportunities. But, a couple times this season, just whether wanting to rest guys or whatever the situation was, we've also seen Cruz close out games. So I think Boone's not afraid to go to him also in the ninth inning if need be there. So just to have him back, and he looked sharp there. Did surrender a home run, okay, but overall his stuff looked good. He said he felt good after the game. Even Boone said his stuff looked crisp. So that's good news for the Yankees. And of course, the other big piece waiting to get back is Giancarlo Stanton. Right now, isn't really a plan for him. They said he's going to be coming back to New York soon, but they haven't said whether he's just going to continue working in Tampa with the batting machine there, or are they going to give him an assignment in AA or AAA. About a month ago, it looks like Stanton said he would need a rehab assignment, but it's almost kind of like, what's the point if he's not going to play the field, which he's not going to play the field. I mean, I guess facing a live batter in an opposing situation is better than just a machine, or just having one of your teammates like Jake Cousins throw to you. But they're right up in the air again. So there's a possibility he gets a double or AAA assignment, or is there a possibility they just work him on the machines a little bit more and say, all right, come up to New York, and no minor league assignment there. So they really haven't determined that yet. And of course, last but not least, speaking of AAA, Carlos Carrasco, who I mentioned the poor guy. They send him up, they send him down, they put him on the waivers, they fly him to LA, don't even use him. Well, it looks like, again, according to Joel Sherman, he was placed on waivers, and same thing what happened about a month or two ago. He cleared waivers, nobody claimed, so he came back to the Yankees. Now, he had an option since, I guess, the time put in as a veteran at 38 years old and has been in the league for a while. He could elect for free agency to see if another team would pick him up, but it doesn't seem like if another team's not going to pick you up, why would they want you in free agency? So he's doing the smart thing. He accepted the AAA assignment, so he'll go back to AAA again and just kind of just wait for his turn to come, and we'll wait for something, wait for a team to want or something like that, or just wait for an opportunity. If a Yankee starter or something gets hurt, he'll be called up again. So he's still in the Yankee family. And with that in mind, also Dom Smith, who Yankees picked up during the offseason. He was kind of opening some eyes in spring there. The problem is the Yankees had pretty much a log jam at first base. They signed Paul Goldschmidt. They had Ben Rice, as well as, when DJ, when he was going to come back healthy. Now, we didn't know he'd be playing second base, but at the time, seemingly, he would also be a third option to play first base as well. And, of course, with Cody Bellinger, who, he's mainly an outfielder, but he can also. So, the Yankees had like 4 first basemen. So, you didn't see there was going to be any opportunity for Dom Smith, even though he was hitting well in spring, had a couple of home runs, was really going to be able to crack the Major League club. He did opt out originally, came back, but it looks like then more recently he opted out again and just recently got signed by the San Francisco Giants. So at least he'll get a full-time opportunity on the Major League level, and just to see what happens with that. Again, there's really no room for the Yankees really technically carrying of 4 first basemen there. So that's the episode. Jazz is back. I just like to get his batting average up there. Obviously, you like the home runs, and we know all the stuff he could do. He could steal bases. He's exciting. He's good defense. Has a strong arm. I'm not saying he's a great defender at third base. Again, he wanted to play second base, but again, I like the willingness of him taking one for the team. And if playing third base is what helps get the Yankees the ring, according to him, then he's all for it. So you like the team, the teammate factor of that, but you just like them to get that batting average up a little bit higher there, because getting too much of a free swinger there, you got to grind out at bats. You got to get the pitch count up there, and just going up there swinging and being behind the count 0-2 a lot, where it seemed like he is. That's part of the game that he needs to develop a little bit better. And we'll just wait for the big man. It looks like, at least we're just starting at the early part of June here, that he should be back sometime in June, whether he just works on the machines or if he even gets a rehab assignment for 1 week. Or even something shorter like DJ had. I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be back in June there. So let's see how they're going to approach that. Catch you next time.